Interest alert. What's going on, guys? AMC GME seeing the top of their interest? Short interest, that is. I have to tell you guys about the FUD alert right now about the AMC and GME pullback, why there are retailer investors buying the dip, and whether or not you guys are paying attention to the right data. Let's take a look right away at the short interest, 20%. If you guys remember, the last time we were at this height in terms of short interest was all the way back in the June gamma squeeze, looking at 106 million on that 500 free float. Yeah, it looks like the hedge funds came to play, but they showed their hands a little bit too early. GME also hitting the roof at 15%, nearing about 10 million on that short interest, up 9% in the last time Ortex checked. We have to take a look at the charts. Specifically, you guys were able to catch that strong sell signal on the 5-minute chart on AMC. You guys would have been able to catch that with the Lux algorithm. A little subscription down in the description down below. You guys still got that 20% discount. I have to tell you guys why it pays to watch this video to the end. Slap that like, comment out which one you are. Let's get up to 1,000 and let's not waste any more time. We were looking at AMC's double bottom from the last few weeks of trading from the bottoming out of this level of support, 25.56. Crashed through that level of support on the last 2 trading days, but once we hit that 25.56, now treating it as resistance. Watch out, because that means we are now facing 3 levels to watch for the next 2 days of trading. 23.69, we have 24.25 and 25.37. Once again, that level that we were expecting, that double bottom. However, we can pay attention to the short interest as a sign of exactly where hedge funds were able to smash through expected support. Let's take a look at this FUD article. What does FUD stand for? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It makes it a little easier to scramble the jets when the apes are flying all over the place. However, luckily you guys have already subscribed, because we are talking about consolidating that data and making sure you guys can see through the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. AMC GME climbing into green territory on Tuesday after opening lower, as the overall meme stock group has slumped recently. There it is. There's that FUD. GameStop shares closed 8% higher, while AMC gained more than 5%. That was yesterday. We call them meme stocks, but in essence, there's another name for them. That's story stocks. We're reshaping it, and it is coming out a little late. I would say mainstream is just a little late when it comes to reshaping that narrative. Story stocks are usually high, fast growers, high flyers that benefit from flows and cheap money. These story stocks have seen the apex of their interest. Once again, yes, they're short interest. All right, they're trying to spin this negatively, but again, this is the red alert. A little siren in your head should be going off, especially when there are so many people already pulling AMC up from the lowest today. We were at 22.53, already more than $1 up, pulling us back because there are people buying that dip. So once again, people have started talking about the narrative, the reason why you guys are holding, remembering your why. That is exactly what I talk about on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you guys have already subscribed down below, because we give away prizes on this show. We want you guys to be able to be eligible for them. And Tonelli goes on to note the liquidity from past stimulus and Federal Reserve moves is winding down, affecting meme stocks popular among retail traders. They need the story to be active, and they need cheap money, and both of those stories are being challenged. GameStop shares are down more than 30% over the last month, while AMC stock is down around 42% over the same period amid a recent sell-off in speculative or risky assets. AMC's short interest currently sits just above 18% of the float. That was yesterday. Now we're already looking at 20%, and that again is not the full picture. Remember, Ortex can only scrape as much of the data as the market forces are allowing. The theater chain's company CEO, Adam Aron, we talked about this last video. Make sure you guys have already checked that out. We'll put it in a playlist that you guys can check out for all your AMC and GME needs. Move telegraphed during the company's quarterly earnings call. AMC CFO Sean Goodman also sold shares recently, putting added pressure on the stock. GameStop shares came under pressure, falling as much as 10% intraday after its quarterly results earlier this month. Remember, they beat. A lack of details over the company's digital strategy could have been weighing on investors. Still, year to date, GameStop is up more than 600%, and AMC is up more than 1,000%. All right, hashtag AMC not leaving and hashtag GME squeeze were trending on Twitter during Tuesday's session. Some retail investors are buying the dip. All right. Orders by retail customers on Fidelity show AMC and GME are the two top 5 trades, as well as more buy than sell orders. So buying the dip, which is going with the crowd. A lot of people have already done it. This is the reason why we are seeing AMC being pulled back up. Remember those 3 levels of resistance turning into support later on this week that you guys have to check out for. I'm going to do a quick one on GME as well. Make sure that you guys have already tracked the level of resistance right here, this crucial one at 147.83. We just developed a new one the last 2 trading days at 141.59. However, this is uncharted territory, which is why GME was moving so much these last few days, because the crucial 147 level of support was what held GME's movement the last few trading days. Now we have just seen an intraday push above that 140. Let's see more movement through the levels. You see how we have a lot more of the trackable data since all of this price action was underneath the original gamma squeeze that brought GME to those levels. So hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of a insight into exactly what is going to happen in this coming week. Looking at Lux algorithm, once again, you guys can tell that there are sell and buy signals right here for you guys to peruse. It's easy to understand, it's easy to look through, and there's a video coming out soon that I am going to be talking about with an interview with one of you, the Moon Platoon, of a person who made a significant amount of money with Lux algorithm. Essentially pays for itself with one trade. Hey, if you guys want to be able to get those sell and buy signals, easy peasy, and with a steep 20% discount, it's in the description down below. Like I mentioned, the people who have already gotten it were able to get the signal from earlier this morning. Hey, if you guys want to be able to get data straight to your door about sentiment, that's ChatterQuant, and that is in the description down below as well. You can track not only Reddit, but also New York Stock Exchange, Twitter. You can take a look at all across the what people are feeling about the stocks across the board. Another thing I want you guys to mention is crypto.com. Make sure you guys realize that the bear market right now for Bitcoin, as well as Ethereum, as well as Doge, as well as SHIB, all of these coins are right now ripe for buying the dip. And if you guys want to be able to jump in, crypto.com is one of the best ways to be able to get a nice smooth black card to be able to pay those bills. All right, one last shout out to the Patreons who make this show possible, the people who have gotten the 6-figure portfolio, as well as people who support the show and make it possible. Those people who are also press that join button next to the subscribe button. Love you guys making this show possible. Gets a nice meatball coin next to your name, because I am coming back to live stream as early as next week. I'm coming back this week to the States. I'm going to get a little bit of jet lag crossing through the weekend, and then I'll be back on Monday, bright and early. So there you go. Special announcements for you who stayed all the way to the end. Thank you guys. If this was interesting or a little bit likable, thank you for liking it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.